Very strong.
Yeah, super strong. And the males are twice as strong. I mean, they're like the bros of the outback.
Oh, wow.
They're like the big muscle guys. But yeah, all of them are really, really strong, especially when they're using those legs. I mean, very, very powerful legs.
It's like a big rabbit.
Yeah, pretty much. A big, weird rabbit. All right.
Back up so I can get Daddy on the video, please.
Hey, you're on camera.
Are you ready for it?
What's your name?
He's pretty good.
Just there.
Do it nicely.
Yeah. She doesn't mind much as long as she's getting her snacks.
Ah, it's kind of like him.
Yeah, right. Kind of like me too.
Okay.
It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like kangaroos? What was your favorite animal today?
It was the last one.
Oh, the lemur. Samantha, she's really neat. Yeah, she's one of my favorites. Yeah, lemurs are really, really cool. And there's a lot of different kinds of them.
What are you doing? You're gonna face that way. You wanna come stand here?
Yeah.
And face that way. And you're gonna hold your arm out just like a tree branch. And he's just gonna kind of sit right on top of you. You can't touch him, just hold him, alright? He's pretty noisy. Cool, huh?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's like,
Go
whatever,
ahead
get
and
this off
open
me.
your hand.
Flash photography. If you need to leave at any time during the show, please exit up the stairs where an operations ambassador will assist you. And now, SeaWorld is proud to present Rescue Tales.
Hi, everybody. How you guys doing today? I said, how you guys doing today? Now, my name is JoJo.
And I'm Kelsey.
And we work for a company called Conservation Ambassadors, and we're actually out of California. And what it is we do at our center is we give a home to rescued wildlife. Animals that have been injured somehow and can't be set free back out into the wild. Those animals are sent to us at our center. Or other times we have a big problem, especially here in the United States. We have a problem with people trying to make pets out of wild animals. That never ever works. It's also against the law. And those animals are taken away and sent to our center as well. Now what we do is give these animals lots of love, lots of attention, and lots and lots of food. And the animals that we can, we train to travel, going mostly to school groups, giving us a chance to share some amazing wild animals up close and personal. Now we've been working very closely with SeaWorld over the last 25 years, and we've gotten to witness some of the amazing rescue work that SeaWorld's done. And since they first opened their gates, SeaWorld has rescued and released over 38,000 animals, and this year alone, since January, SeaWorld Orlando has rescued and released 27 dolphins, 49 manatees, and 78 sea turtles. That definitely deserves a round of applause. Wow, that's incredible. And they're some of the best at what they do, so when they asked us to come share some of our wildlife with you, we were super excited to do so, and we brought some awesome animals for you guys to meet. And we're gonna start with a guest who came to our center in kind of an unusual way.
Thank you. That's what everybody says when they see me. This is Boo, and she is a young red kangaroo. And JoJo's right, we did get her in kind of a weird way.
See, Boo's mom came to us as part of an illegal pet confiscation, and what we didn't know was that she was pregnant. But when Boo poked her head out of the pouch for the first time, her mom decided she didn't want to raise her and she kicked her out of the pouch. So she's been raised by us ever since. Now, when Kangaroo are first born, they don't look like this. They're only 2.5 centimeters in length, and they only have a sense of smell. So mom licks the trail of saliva from her pouch down her belly and baby uses that sense of smell to find its way inside. Once inside that pouch, that baby starts to nurse and something weird happens. Its jaws lock shut for 3 months, which may sound uncomfortable to some, but that's really important because mom is hopping through the grasslands of Australia and baby's inside just kind of bouncing along with her. Now when they start to look a little more like Boo here, they start leaving the pouch to learn where mom is finding food, and they only return to nurse and for safety. Kangaroo are an amazing marsupial. They can hop at speeds over 40 miles an hour, leaping 25 feet in a single bound. And Boo here, she is just learning how to do these programs, but we're very excited to share her with audiences in the future. Now our next guest is also from Australia, and he has a pretty unique voice.
This is Giggles, and he is the laughing Kookaburra. Now, this little bird here is truly famous for this voice of his. See, they use this... Do any of you guys have one of those friends that never stop talking? If you don't, you're probably that friend. Now, the Kookaburra is truly famous for that call of his. See, they use that bird's call in the background of all these jungle movies. It doesn't matter if they're showing an African, a South American, or an Asian jungle. They use this little bird's voice, even though he comes from the exact opposite climate. He's from the grasslands of Australia, but they use that call because it does sound like it comes from the jungle. You guys want to hear it again? Yeah. Are you ready, buddy? I love it. Now, he may be famous for that amazing call of his, but I think he should also be famous for something else. Because this little bird here is actually a hunter. He's the largest member of the kingfisher family, and he likes to hunt mice, lizards, and snakes in the grasslands of Australia. I've even seen videos of these little birds hunting snakes as long as 6 feet. They'll dive down with that specialized bill of theirs, they grab onto the snakes right behind the back of the head, and they'll whip them back and forth until they're like a limp noodle. Then he'll start to swallow. Slowly swallowing and digesting that snake over 3 days while the rest of it hangs out the corner of his mouth. Sounds weird, works very well for the Kookaburra though. Now, somebody here in the US fell in love with these birds and they found a way to purchase one online and brought it into their home. Only this person lived in an apartment complex. And Kookaburra are also known as the Outback Alarm Clock, because every single morning at the break of dawn, they let out that call, that The neighbors were not a very big fan of it, which is why he was sent to us at our center. Now, I love this bird a lot, but being woken up by that call every single morning would be enough to have me pull my hair out, kind of like our next guest. This is Ebu, and what is he?
Owl.
Who?
Owl.
Who?
Owl.
Who?
Owl.
I'm kidding. That's my only owl joke, is to go who. You guys are absolutely right. This is an owl. You were looking at the barred owl. And Ebu here, he came to our center about 20 years ago because he was flying free when he made a big mistake and accidentally flew down in front of a car. And the guy, he couldn't stop and hit this bird and shattered his left wing. But he scooped him up and took him to a wildlife vet that saved his life. But unfortunately, they couldn't save that left wing of his, which is why he's with us at our center. Now, Kelsey is not wrong. Owls are kind of bird brains. See, they have the smallest brain compared to skull size out of all the other bird species. But they make up for it in other ways. See, these birds here are perfectly set up to fly and hunt at night. Some things that help them. Number one is those eyes. His eyes are so good at seeing at night that if we turned off all the lights in here, just made it pitch black, and took one little candle, with one little candle of light in the middle of a big room like this owl could see everything almost like we see it right now. That's what his eyes are. But there's a problem with his eyes. His eyes are so big. His eyes take up so much room in his owl's skull, they're actually stuck, facing straight forward. If he wants to look to the left, he has to turn his whole head to the left, to the left, to the left. I'm starting to sound like Beyonce. Now, if he wants to look to the right, turns his whole head to the right. That's why he has that flexible neck. He can turn his head how far? Almost one full rotation all the way around. Now, it's not like that cartoon. It's not like the cartoons. They can't go around, around, around. If he did that, his head would pop off. But he does have 2 extra neck bones that allow him to turn his head 270 degrees, almost one full rotation all the way around. Now, the second thing that helps them out is in their wings. See, owls have specialized feathers called comb feathers that break up the wind and give them silent flight. That silent flight helps them out in 2 ways, because when they're flying through the forest at night, they're normally looking for food, they're listening for food. And if they're ever going floppity, 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 they can hear the mice and the rats that are down on the ground. The second way it helps them, those mice and rats, they can't hear him coming. He can make a sneak attack to capture his prey. Now, an owl this size will eat about 3 to 5 small rodents a night. He is an important part of the balance of nature, and even though he is such a profound hunter, the one thing he's missing is a sense of smell, which is good because our next guest is probably the stinkiest animal we work with.